Greetings, comrades. I hope this finds you well. Quick shout out to the Indian News Network. Shout out to Florence right there. So I saw this segment, Reid from MSNBC, and she was basically, just saying that the people who haven't got their COVID-19 vaccination yet, they should be charged more for their medical care. They should have higher premiums. If they get sick, they should have to pay more because they're, willfully choosing at this point to not, get their vaccination, and they're filling up the hospitals. And then she cites, other countries doing this, like Germany, and even mentioned how some places she wants them to even get paid less at work if they haven't got their vaccination yet. And again, this is very much a liberal analysis and viewpoint, right? Because it's all about blaming the individual. It's those goddamn unvaccinated. It's not, capitalism that's the real virus here. It's the goddamn unvaccinated. Blame the individuals, individualize the problem instead of actually having a structural analysis. And of course, they're not, anybody on MSNBC, including Reid's, not going to point out how, the government saying everybody needs to get vaccinated because they care about them so much. They just care. They just care. And yet the government, through this whole pandemic, the U.S. government has shown that's completely not true. Even Biden has come out and said there's not going to be any more lockdowns or shutdowns, no more type of stimulus checks, anything like that, even though we're seeing record COVID cases, record number of hospitalizations due to COVID. Why? His administration, because the stock market's doing good, the economy is doing good. And what does that mean? It's obviously the capitalist class that controls the Democratic and Republican parties are doing well, hence why we're not having any type of shutdowns or lockdowns, even though we're setting fucking record cases. I think Monday it was 1.4 million people had tested positive for COVID that day. Of course, you're not going to hear this type of analysis or outlook on MSNBC. It's all about demonizing the individual. There's no type of structural or class analysis taking place. And again, if those people had that outlook, they wouldn't be on MSNBC in the first place. Hence why you have Reid saying that the unvaccinated need to start paying more for their health care. You don't hear her advocating for Medicare for all, universal health care, which would have saved several 100,000 lives during this pandemic, or about how hospital beds have decreased dramatically the last several decades. Why? We have a for-profit healthcare and hospital system. It doesn't pay to have expanded capacity. It doesn't pay to have extra, medical supplies, extra ventilators, etc. No type of analysis there. It's all blame the individual, not a failing of the U.S. government to take care of the needs of the people during a pandemic. And again, we have countless examples of how to actually handle the pandemic if you're actually concerned about looking out for the best interest of the people. China, less than 5,000 people have died there from COVID-19 in a country with a population, I think it's 1.3 or 1.4 billion. Mass testing, targeted quarantines and lockdowns, providing for the needs of the people, literally bringing food to them, making sure, their employers pay their salaries, home ownership rates at 90%. But again, that's the difference between socialist country in China and a capitalist hellhole in the United States, which it's all everybody look out for yourselves because the government ain't going to do it for you because they don't care about you. It's if you can generate profit, it's all that matters. You can't do that, you die in the process, fuck it, next person up, right? And that's the type of analysis you're going to get, different versions of that, whether liberal or conservative, whether MSNBC or Fox, right? You're not going to get any type of structural class analysis. It's all fucking, it's the Republicans' fault. It's the Democrats' fault. It's the unvaccinated fault. No, it's a capitalism is the real virus here. And again, the United States already pays more for healthcare than any country in the world, but Reid wants the unvaccinated to to pay more for it. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. That's how far right the politics are in the United States. We couldn't even get universal health care during a fucking pandemic where over 850,000 people have died from COVID-19 in the US. Enjoy and Reid solution, make them vaccinated, pay more. They shouldn't be getting added benefits at work. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. But that's the type of political analysis and commentary you're going to get on MSNBC. I also saw the doctor she was interviewing had a fucking shirt that said Fauci on it. Fauci, the liar, the animal torturer. That's who they're supporting on MSNBC these days. Jesus Christ. And again, charging the unvaccinated more for the healthcare would literally, again, if the goal is to actually get more people vaccinated, the government should be giving people more reasons to trust them. How do you do that? By acting in the best interest of the working class, like more stimulus checks, like giving everybody health care, canceling student debt, canceling medical debt, ending the wars, eco-socialist Green New Deal so we have a inhabitable planet to live on, etc., etc. It's not really a big surprise why so little people trust the government in the U.S., right? Okay, again, but it was never about concern for people. Again, it was always getting people vaccinated. It was about getting them back to work, getting them back in this capitalist mode of production so they could be exploited. So the capitalist class, the puppet masters of the duopoly, the corporate duopoly, are able to keep their profits, their stonks going up. It was never about concern for people. And again, it's why capitalism is the real virus. Compare it to China. Compare it to Vietnam. Compare it to Cuba. Compare it to basically any socialist country has handled the pandemic swimmingly well compared to the United States. I would say particularly China, what I've seen about it. Not as familiar with the other countries, but from what I've seen, Vietnam and Cuba have also done an amazing job as well. So yeah, pretty revealing commentary from Joy Reid, but not super surprising. Again, that's the whole liberal ethos and worldview. It's those goddamn unvaccinated. It's not the fucking structures. It's not the actual people with power and resources, right? It's the fucking individual. It's a goddamn unvaccinated. That's why shit's so fucked. Jesus fucking Christ. Like the video if you like the damn video. Subscribe for more content. All part of the people. Peace. Much love. Quick shout out to the 2 Uber comrades supporting my channel. My partner, Indy Lepney. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Peace.